Hey guys, what's going on? Mike the Caveman Q here again from Paleo Palm Island and MikeTheCaveman.com. And today's question is, do I need to take vitamin K? Alright, so let's talk about this. Like we've talked about it a bunch of times, but vitamin K is super important. It works in concert with vitamin D and calcium to make sure that it's going to the right places. That calcium is being deposited into your bones and into your teeth and not into your soft tissues like your arteries or your joints. Let's be very clear on this because it's a common misconception. People are still really stuck on this. Vitamin K1 and vitamin K2 are not the same thing. Just like we see with the omega 3s, ALA from plants is not the same as EPA and DHA. Same thing with beta carotene versus vitamin A. The plant version is not the same as the preform version. We need the preform version because we don't convert those very well. So vitamin K are bacteria. Yes, they can convert it to K2, but it's better overall to get it from a real source because the therapeutic effects of vitamin K are associated with K2. Vitamin K1, which you'll find in those green leafy vegetables, is the kind that's associated with blood clotting, and it's the reason why everybody says, don't take it, you'll get blood clots, and then you'll destroy the blood thinners, and the medication won't work. No. Vitamin K2, on the other hand, has a lot of roles. It actually prevents calcium from hardening your arteries. That's a major step in the hardening of the arteries. The calcium is literally getting deposited there. Well, K2's job is to prevent that from happening. So why are we avoiding it? It also has roles in brain functioning, maintaining your healthy skin, and even preventing cancer. So vitamin K2 has a lot of physiological roles that vitamin K1 simply does not have. In fact, many researchers are even trying to classify them as separate molecules. While they are very related and K1 can be converted to K2, they're not the same thing. So if you're avoiding vitamin K because you think it's going to cause a heart attack, you're 100% wrong. Whoever told you that, I don't care what letters they have next to their name, they're wrong. So giving a blanket recommendation for K1 and not K2 because you're afraid of blood clotting and then telling the person to go and eat a bunch of green leafy vegetables is complete ignorance. That's wrong. If that's what you want to do, if you are worried about blood clots and telling somebody not to supplement with it because you're afraid of the blood clots, telling them to just go and eat green leafy vegetables is the absolute worst thing you could possibly do. So just be aware of that. Now, regarding vitamin K2, there are two main types. There's MK4 and there's MK7. There is more from there, but those are the main ones. MK4 is specifically derived from animal products, so particularly grass-fed dairies. So your hard cheeses like Gouda is an amazing source, grass-fed butter. Whereas MK7 is derived from bacterial fermentation. So we're talking about natto and other fermented foods like a little bit in kimchi and in sauerkraut. So those bacteria are going to ferment the vitamin K1 to create K2. Now, our bacteria do that too, but the conversion process isn't great, like we said before. Yes, you want to get some K1, but you're better off getting more of the K2. Particularly from diet, you're going to want the MK4. That's a great one. So get in those hard cheeses. Get in grass-fed, whole-fat Gouda. Get in grass-fed butter. Because when the cows actually eat grass, when they actually eat the real foods, they produce more of that vitamin K. The bacteria actually have the right things to ferment. Whereas if they're eating grains, they don't produce as much. So most commercial butter, unfortunately, not a great source of vitamin K2, the MK4 version. Other great sources of MK4 include organ meats, particularly liver and pancreas. You're also going to want to look at egg yolks. That's more palatable version, right? Other ones, even chicken breast and ground beef, particularly grass-fed and or pasture-raised for the chicken. So, those real foods, right? We talk about it all the time. Real, quality foods. You're going to get that MK4, that vitamin K2, you're ready to rock. Now, if you're talking about supplementation, you're going to want to go, ideally, with the vitamin K2 MK7, because that one is actually still derived from bacteria. So they're going to take, ideally, if you have a good company, some non-GMO natto, and what they're going to do is they're going to ferment, using Bacillus subtilis, one of those spores, they're going to ferment that vitamin K2, the MK7 version, and you'll be able to get in that way. So that's why I love megaquinone. They're taking those spores, and they are fermenting K1, converting it to K2, the MK7 version. So, if you're going to worry about your heart, you need vitamin K too. If you are on blood thinners, yes, don't eat a lot of vitamin K1. But if you're worried about your circulation, you can be better off taking that vitamin K2 than you are that blood thinner. Either way, K2's job extends well beyond those blood clots. So be aware that vitamin K2 is not a problem. You need it. If you want to be healthy, if you want to have strong bones that avoid osteoporosis, you need it. If you want to have a healthy heart that actually can clear out the clots, you need it. If you want that calcium deposited in places where it belongs and not in those arteries, you need it. If you want to have good skin, you need it. And if you want to have a good brain, you need it. All right? So again, if someone tells you to avoid vitamin K because they are afraid of a blood clot, they're wrong. If they're talking about vitamin K2, it's not the same thing. All right, guys, hopefully this helped you out. You know what to do. Like and subscribe down below. Share it with your friends. Head over to Instagram and Twitter. Follow me at Mike the Caveman. Over on Facebook at Paleo Problem Island. And of course, over on MikeTheCaveman.com. That being said, have a wonderful day. Get in the sun. Get your vitamin D in. Get your vitamin K in so vitamin D knows what to do. And I'll see you tomorrow.